Hello and welcome to a brand new Pokemon Showdown battle session. Today we are here with the Wishiwashi team we made yesterday. Sadly I still don't have a webcam up and running, which does kinda suck. I'm kind of annoyed about that, but we'll make it work. We will make it work. So we are here with the Wishiwashi team. Overall I made no changes to the team, even though it was re-recording and all that, but we're just going to jump into some battles which are hopefully going to be much better, and hopefully we're going to see some powerful Dragon Dance sweeps for Haxorus, because I really want to see Haxorus put in work. I haven't used a Haxorus in so long. And I also obviously want to see Wishiwashi put in some fine work itself, because, I mean, I made the team around it. Of course I want it. I love the fact that it always starts off in little form. That's kind of beautiful to me, because it makes it look so not threatening. It looks pathetic, but we do see Porygon 2 and Goodra. Which is upsetting, because that's a bulky looking team, I'm going to be honest. That's a really bulky looking team. But to start off with, I'm going to lead with Necrozma, because I would not mind... Ooh. Well, first of all, we're going to have to Toxic this for Alligator, because we cannot have him setting up a Dragon Dance or anything crazy like that. He's going to take a load of damage to Rocky Helmet, which is great for us, actually. We do outspeed, which is kind of nice. So we can Morning Sun this first turn, we can get a load of health back, we can see if he just wants to crunch again. He does just want to crunch again, which is fine. He might be Sheer Force Life Orb, so he might not actually, he might not have a chance to lower our defense, which would be good. We're going to go for a Stealth Rock this turn. He does actually stay in, goes for the Waterfall to try and do a little bit more damage. That toxic damage is really racking up though. We can get a Morning Sun off this turn, we can heal up a lot, and this for Alligator is going to go down. So overall, that was a very, very good start for us, using our defensive wall to already remove quite a powerful physical attacker, so that's exactly what that was there to do, and we got our rocks up. So overall, no complaints from me. Not a single complaint. That went perfectly in my opinion. So with the 3DS charger coming in here, we can pretty safely assume he's going to go for a bug type move, right? So I could go into Heracross, or I could go into Entei. Or I could let this thing go. Overall, letting this thing go when there's still a Porygon 2 around, that's a terrible idea. I am not doing that. We are going to go into the Entei, as obvious as it is. We're going to hope he goes for an electric type move. Does go for the Bug Buzz. We're going to hope he goes for Bug Buzz, sorry. We don't want him to go for an electric type move. We can pretty safely go for a Sacred Fire on him. We can always switch up our moves. There's a chance to burn things. We can burn this Mudsdale, for example. That would be really good. We don't get the burn. It does a lot of damage despite that. But that does force us to swap into probably Shaman. I'm going to go with Shaman. I think Shaman's our swap here. Even Wishiwashi could be good. Wishiwashi doesn't hit his team greatly. Ice is really nice, but we can go into the Wishiwashi here. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. We can become big Wishiwashi right here. He's going for a Z move. Tectonic Rage takes us straight into what would be a really bad situation, but we do actually get away with it because we have the Citrus Berry. That did still do a lot of damage though. We are going to definitely go for an Ice Beam here because I don't want to miss, and there's a chance I'll swap into Goodra or Latias, special walls. Ice Beam does a really good amount to Latias. We can definitely go for another one of those. I would not mind getting rid of this thing. Wishiwashi does sadly go down, but it has given me a little bit of an opportunity to go and start some things, so it's fine. It's actually fine, because Heracross can come in here and do some really good damage to some stuff. We can do some really good damage to stuff. We can come in with the Heracross. We can lock ourselves into Knockoff, which is really good, because if he goes into the Porygon 2 not expecting it, oh, okay, it would have been great. Soldu Latias. Is that really viable in UU? Actually, yeah, it probably is. It probably is. Porygon 2 comes in, I want to knock off. I want to knock that off right now. You have got to get rid of that Eviolite. That is brilliant for us. That is actually brilliant. I am perfectly fine with that. That's worth it in every sense of the word. That is amazing. So, because of that, we can pretty safely assume Shaman should check him. We can start up the Leech Seed. We can do some stuff like that. Goodra comes in. Our special walls are facing off right now. We can happily step a Leech Seed, though. You can hit me with that Flamethrower. Shouldn't do too much. Doesn't do too much at all. We get the leftovers and the Leech Seed recovery, which is nice. And we can go for a Seed Flare, start lowering your special defense, maybe forcing you to swap. Overall, I'm pretty sure we have this now. I don't want to speak anything up, though. That did no damage. We do get the special defense drop, though. Restores its status using its White Herb. Ooh. Ooh, a huge Draco Meteor? Oh, that's kinda wild. Okay. We're gonna go for another Seed Flare. We're gonna get a crit Seed Flare. We don't get the special effect this time, sadly. He does get the burn on Flamethrower, which overall doesn't affect us too badly, so I'm fine with that. We can go for a Synthesis here. We can heal up. Not really a reason not to when he's taking all that damage anyway due to Leech Seed. If he pulls out Rest, okay, he doesn't pull out Rest, we are fine. Goes to the Draco Meteor, probably just trying to kill us there, but sadly it doesn't work out in his favour because we just revealed Synthesis. And we can go for the Seed Flare here, we outspeed, we can remove you, just in case you go into Porygon 2 trying to preserve that, although it would go down to Rocks anyway, so we didn't really have a worry, we could have just Synthesis for the extra health. I don't know. We do see Vikavolt come in here. Now, Vikavolt is a very slow Pokemon. It's probably its worst attribute. It probably is its worst attribute. It does have Levitate, but we could quite easily just set up a Leech Seed on this thing, so I'm going to do that. I think we can live one. Goes for the Thunderbolt, expecting a swap. Not even a bad play. Sadly though, this Shaman is not necessary anymore, so I was just sacking it off. But Seed Flare is going to come through against the Porygon 2, do a really good amount, to be honest. Going to do an absolutely insane amount. We're going to go for the Seed Flare again, because we should outspeed. We take out the Porygon 2. We should take out the rest of his team with Seed Flare here, meaning this was a great match. Wishiwashi was sadly the only Pokemon that died, and it's the team. I built this around you, Wishiwashi. Why were you the one that had to die? That's saddening. Sacrificial Wishiwashi pays off, though. Overall, when I saw Porygon 2, Goodra, and Latias, I was like, that's bulk. You need to stop. Even Mudsdale is bulk. Like, that's a very bulky team, so it's quite intimidating, but should be fine as long as we don't miss any Seed Flares now. I'm pretty sure if we don't miss a Seed Flare, then Shaman just sweeps. Just sweeps entirely. Which would be beautiful. I would love to see it. Please, let Shaman have its sweep. Don't you dare leave. I know we're on Pokemon Showdown, and Pokemon Showdown has those moments, but don't you dare leave. Let me enjoy this victory. Mudsdale, go down. Let me enjoy this damn victory. I like the way we've only seen Tectonic Rage, and we know we can't do it again. We have no idea what that was. It was probably Earthquake or High Horsepower. I'm gonna assume it was Earthquake, but I mean, I could be wrong. I just assume it was the most damaging move possible. 90 seconds left. He's starting to hit the timer, which is a little bit annoying, but we can go for another match. We can definitely go for another match. We can be looking for another UU battle. That is absolutely fine. I don't feel like that match has anything strenuous left, so we should be just fine to click Seed Flare and win. This team, however, we see 2 dragons, which is intimidating enough to start when we don't have a fairy type, but okay. We see Leavanny, Haxorus, Hydreigon, we see Tentacruel, we see Celebi, and we see Pangoro. So, weak to fairy the team, although we have no fairy type moves, sadly. I kind of regret that right now. But overall, Heracross can really do some work to that team. Heracross can really damage that team. So we want to keep Heracross around. We want to start off with our rocks, probably. Okay, free blowjobs. The Hydreigon is sent out to lead. That's a terrifying lead for us. That's actually the worst thing we could see. We have to go into Wishiwashi to take whatever move he's going for. Which is bad, because Wishiwashi isn't that defensive. Oh, that's so much damage! That is actually so much damage. That's an insane amount of damage. We have to go for an Ice Beam. He's going to Superpower. We're going to live really badly. We're about to hit him with an Ice Beam. Should do a good amount in return. We do take out the Hydreigon, which was a huge threat. Wishiwashi is here. Poor little Wishiwashi is here, ready to go. We're going to quickly tap into this other battle just to hit this 3DS charge with a Seed Flare and win. Yep, okay, that's a win there. That's nice. That's pretty good. So, back into this battle, we see Pangoro against Wishiwashi right here. We do not outspeed, we can't do anything. We're just gonna go for the Hydro Pump. Sadly, Wishiwashi is the first to go down again, which is really saddening. I like Wishiwashi as a Pokemon, I really do. But it's fine. It's fine. It's actually fine. We can go into the Entei. We have the Sacred Fire, which is a very good chance to burn. We can always go for Sacred Fire. If he comes in with the Tentacruel, there is a strong chance he will not expect Ground DMZ, and we might be able to just blow that thing up. We might actually blow it up with Ground DMZ, and that would make me feel really good inside. I would love that. So, best case scenario, he stays in with this. lets it go down, comes in with his defensive Tentacruel, which honestly, if it's not defensive and it's max offensive, like plus speed nature, then it could outspeed us and do a lot of damage, so that's a little bit intimidating. That's something we should definitely keep in mind. Although his team looks like it has defensive Celebi and especially defensive Tentacruel, if I was to take a guess, but I don't know. We're going to start the timer though, because he has taken his sweet time. So overall, this Entei is clearly scaring him. To be honest, he has 2 grass types, so he has a lot to fear from this Entei. This Entei can definitely put in the work. Sacred Fire comes through, does a good amount of damage. We don't get the burn, which really sucks, because it means we have to take a lot of damage. And we can... Sacred Fire does have a chance to miss, which is intimidating, but we'll just go for it. We'll be fine. Goes into the Tentacruel. Does go into the Tentacruel. So this is pretty much what I wanted from this. We are going to assume we outspeed, and we're going to hit this thing with Tectonic Rage. He is max speed Tentacruel. You annoy me. You actually annoy me, but there's nothing we can do about that, sadly. There is actually nothing we can do about that. So, this is probably our best chance to go into Haxorus. Haxorus is quite an intimidating Pokemon right here. We can go for a Dragon Dance. I don't think he has anything to kill us. He might be tempted to go for the Scald Burn, which is kind of what I'm hoping he tries to do, because we have the Lumberry anyway. We get 1 Dragon Dance, which is nice. He is not max speed, because we outsped him just then. Which means he's running enough speed to outspeed Entei, which is intimidating. We're going to go for an Earthquake this turn, though. Take out the Tentacruel, which is nice. We are on max speed nature. He is going to forfeit. He does not feel like he can take out the Haxorus. Honestly, I think he's right. I mean, Celebi might have a chance. We do have the Poison Jab to hit it super effective, though, and Outrage would do a lot, if not. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure we had that in the bag with Haxorus, but that's game number 2. I'm excited. Okay, next match. I've played a fair bit of UU now. I've got used to a little bit of what's going on, a little bit. And then you see a team like this and you're like, that's not common at all. Why is there a Palisand? Stop it. Okay, but we see Araquanid, we see Milotic, so 2 water types. Something to keep in mind. We see Hydreigon, we see Palisand, we see Darmanitan, and we see Serena. Serena is actually kind of good with Choice Band or Choice Scarf, just for anyone curious, because Drop Kick is a good move. So, if last match was anything to go by, Hydreigon could lead, or maybe Darmanitan. Both of them get U-turn, which is why I think they'd lead. The best thing we have against both of those is actually Haxorus, but that's a risky lead. We're going to do it anyway, though. We're going to do it anyway. Leads with Milotic. Okay. That's not good for us at all. That's actually terrible for us, because our team doesn't really like Milotic that much. We can go into the Necrozma. I was half expecting Dragon Tail, which is why I did that, but that's fine. We can get Toxic on this thing, which will be huge for our team. He goes for the Scald, does a fair amount of damage, gets the burn as well. Okay. That's fine. We can go for a Morning Sun here, get ourselves all healed up, because I do feel like that's worth it. I think, yeah, he outspeeds us, but no, we outspeed him. Are we speed tied? Oh no, he's going for Dragon Tail. He's about to take that Rocky Helmet damage. We're going to get healed up and then get forced into our Heracross. Now this thing could have Marvel Scale and could actually be really problematic. So I kind of want to swap. I kind of want to swap straight back out into Necrozma. No reason not to unless he swaps out. He doesn't swap out. We know we can tank hits with this thing. That's absolutely fine. I can make sure to get Rocks up right now, which is going to be really helpful against Darmanitan and Araquanid. Hits them both for super. He doesn't look like he has a way to get rid of them. So overall, definitely worth it to get those Rocks up. Hydreigon comes in. Hydreigon... I'm just going to go for the Toxic. I know we're probably letting ourselves go down. Yeah, we are letting ourselves go down. But I'm not too worried, because now we can come in with the Haxorus and we can click Outrage. Now... does he actually outspeed me? Did I have the speed stats wrong? Is he 98 speed, not 95? I don't want to get hit by a Draco. I messed up. We may have bluffed something. So I'm going to click Outrage. Oh, we got away with the bluff. Okay, that's a little bit lucky, I'll admit that, but we got away with the bluff. Serena comes in. I'm just going to go for Outrage again, because it will do a really good amount to this Serena, which will be really good for us. This is probably going to be Serena down if it's not Scarfed. It's not Scarfed, of course it's not. We saw Rocky Helmet damage. You know what? That worked out so much better, because that could have went so badly. He now knows that we are Lumberry, not Choice Scarf. So Hydreigon can definitely come back in. Yep, we aren't bluffing anymore. We are not able to bluff this thing anymore. We're going to go into the Shaman. It is specially defensive. He's going to U-turn. If we just have a Dragon Dance just then, I'm going to be honest, we could have... Whew, you could have been in trouble, buddy. We could definitely see Darmanitan coming in here. 100% going to see Darmanitan coming in here. But that does give us an opportunity to go into... I want to say it gives us an opportunity to go into Entei, but does it really? Does it? That's the question. Does it actually? We could go into Wishiwashi, because I don't feel like Wishiwashi does a whole lot else. So we can go into Wishiwashi. Overall, it's not a bad Pokemon, but it has that drawback. It has that huge drawback of if it goes too low, suddenly you're in a horrible situation, and it doesn't have good HP. It's a lot like Shuckle in that regard. Not quite as bad as Shuckle, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but its HP stat isn't very good, so that is something to keep in mind. Milotic does come in, though, and he is not expecting Hidden Power Electric. He is not expecting this at all. No one would expect this. Goes for the Recover. Hidden Power Electric hits for not that much damage, sadly. We can go for an Earthquake, see how much it does. He does have Toxic racking up, so overall we should be fine, but who knows. Goes for the Recover again, trying to get back to full. Earthquake does a little bit less than Hidden Power Electric, so we may as well keep going for the Hidden Power. Hydro Pump might actually do a tiny bit more, which is kind of awkward. Okay. Comes in with the Palisand here. We're going to go for the Hydro Pump. He's going to hit us with the Energy Ball because he outspeeds us and kills us. Why does Palisand learn Energy Ball? I know this. Don't get me wrong, I know this. I just never expect it. Ever. It's not something I expect. So we're going to go for a Leech Seed, because obvious swap is obvious. Leech Seed would be good, depending on what he goes into. I could see a Araquanid coming in. I really could. Oh no, he just stays in, goes for the Shadow Ball. We should eat that pretty well. We do eat that pretty well. We're going to get Leech Seed recovery and Leftovers recovery, so overall that's fine. We can go for a Seed Flare this turn, maybe lower something special defense if he swaps, or we can take out this Palisand. He does swap out into the Araquanid, which is pretty good for us if we get a special defense drop, but we miss entirely. Now, if there is a Pokemon to set up against with Haxorus, it's probably this Araquanid. So I'm just going to set up the Leech Seed right now. We're going to get hit by a Leech Life, that's fine, that's actually fine. We can deal with that, we can deal. We can go out into our Haxorus right now, because we'll have the Leech Seed recovery on us. We can try for that Dragon Dance. Leech Life still does a really good amount of damage, but Leech Seed is thankfully coming through for us. We are going to set up a Dragon Dance right here. I feel like we have to. I'm really feeling forced into it. He's going to go for the Liquidation, doesn't do too much, thankfully. We're going to get the Leech Seed recovery again, which is really good. And I could go for one more. Doing it. We're doing it, we're going for two, we're feeling the greed right now, we felt the greed right there, so we now have a lot of potential to kill. We're going for the Outrage because we kind of have to. Sadly, we kind of have to if we want to remove this Araquanid from the game. Best case scenario, we get 3 turns. Milotic might still be able to live 1 if it's Marble Scale. Oh, I don't know. Not from half health, you're not. You are not living from half health, so Milotic's going to go down, which is really good. The problem right here is Hydreigon. Obviously, with the Confusion nerf, there is a 30% chance that we will get through Confusion, and I kind of have to go for the chance, or else this Haxorus is useless, because it's not setting up again, and it's never going to outspeed the Hydreigon, so we kind of have to just hope that we get through Confusion often enough. We do get 3 turns of Outrage, which is really good. Palisand likely to come in. Palisand does come in, but this is fine. We can go for the Outrage here. Overall, if Darmanitan and the Hydreigon are last alive, we can close combat with Heracross to win the game. So, this is fine. This is fine. This is actually fine. We are now confused, but you know what? We are still here. We still have a chance of getting through that confusion and hitting him with a mean outrage. Hydreigon comes in. If we remove this Hydreigon with this outrage, it's actually over. We get through the confusion. We hit him with an outrage. Outrage is coming through right now. You let a Haxorus set up on you, my friend. You let a Haxorus set up. We are a strong Haxorus. We are locked into outrage, and we're going to go for it. There we go. There's the Haxorus. Sweet, ladies and gentlemen. That is beautiful. That was enjoyable. I know it was a kind of luck-based in the end with the confusion, but overall, I will take that win. I will take that win right to the bank. We're going to go for one more match. I'm feeling one more match. I want to see Wishiwashi do something, please. Because at the moment, Wishiwashi really hasn't done too much for us, and I don't like that. Oh, this is my kind of team. I'm seeing a Sylveon and a Staraptor. Okay, maybe not the Turtonator, but the rest of this looks like my kind of team. So we see Turtonator, Sylveon, Staraptor, Mew, Blastoise, and Alakazam. Likely to be... Actually, it can't be Mega Blastoise, because the Mega Ring isn't here yet, and Mega Alakazam is OU right now, I believe, so they're not Mega, which is weird. But I could definitely see Staraptor leading, without doubt. I'm going to lead with Necrozma, because I want Rocks up and stuff like that. Mew could also lead, depending on what set it is. Mew does lead, actually, which is kind of interesting. We're going to go for first turn Rocks. He's going to Taunt. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That puts us in a situation. We are going to go into... We can't go into Heracross risking a Psychic. We can't really swap. Okay. We're going to go into the Shaman. He's going to get his own Rocks up. We're going to Seed Flare. Half expecting a Taunt again. Or else it's going to do a lot to something. Staraptor could also come in. Sylveon comes in. Sylveon's about to have its special defense dropped right quick. Does get a special defense drop. We're going to go for a Leech Seed. Comes back out with Mew. We miss Leech Seed, which sucks. We're going to go for Seed Flare. He's going to go for Aura Sphere. That's going to do no damage even with the crit. Seed Flare is going to do a reasonable amount. I'm guessing this is physically defensive Mew. And a special defensive Sylveon. That looks possible. We're going to get the special defense drop on the Sylveon again, which is really good. We're going to go for the Leech Seed again. We're not going to overpredict anything. Wish goes off. Okay. Wish isn't too worrying for us. We're going to go for a Seed Flare. Because I could definitely see the Mew coming back in. It goes into the Staraptor. Okay. I was expecting the Mew to get the HP back, but you know what? Going into Staraptor makes a lot of sense too. We can come in with Necrozma. Necrozma can live a hit from the Staraptor, but Staraptor is a powerful Pokemon. Look at how much damage that did. This thing can't be UU. You can't run this thing in UU. It's way too strong for UU, but he is going to take Recoil and Rocky Helmet damage, which is good. It's something. It is something. Although, if that is Choice Guard, that's a Choice Band. That is 100% a Choice Band, right? Right, it has to be, but I can't take the risk, that's the problem. So we have to come in with Wishiwashi right here, because I don't want to sacrifice everything else. Sadly, Wishiwashi is once again the Pokemon that has to come in right here. We're going to go for the Hydro Pump, because it will kill. Brave Bird will still do an insane amount of damage to us if that is Banded Staraptor, because Reckless is a hideous ability that does way too much damage. Overall, Staraptor, Starbound, one of my favourite Pokemon competitively. It's just so good. Close Combat, U-Turn, he might not even be Choice. I mean, I'm going to assume Banded from the damage I did to my defensive wall. Like, that was a ridiculous amount of damage, but then again, I know that Staraptor can one-hit Palkia, so... I don't know, that might not have even been Banded, who knows? We're going to see Blastoise come in here. We're going to hit him with a Hydro Pump. Does a reasonable amount of damage. We can go for the Hidden Power Electric because we have it. It is Mega Blastoise. I didn't think that could be run. So, well, we get a crit on the Hidden Power, which is really good. We take out the Blastoise. Taking out a Blastoise for that? I mean, I'll take it. That's absolutely fine. We can go for a Hydro Pump here. We really don't have too much to hit Sylveon, sadly. Hydro Pump does a good amount of damage. If he's not running Protect, we could potentially kill the Sylveon. So we'll go for the Hydro Pump, just in case he swaps back out into Mew or Staraptor, who knows. We're not really sure. There's a chance he'll Protect. Protect is the most obvious play, I would say. But we're gonna act as though it's not gonna happen. Because I don't want it to happen. I really don't. I'm kind of tempted to just pressure the timer, but at the same time, I mean, there's no need, right? There's no need to put the timer on. We're here, we're having fun. He does go for the protect, damn it. Okay, that's annoying. So he's going to Wish Protect, he's going to get all that health back. There's no point in me staying in with this Wishiwashi anymore. There's actually no point at all. We can pretty safely come back in with Shaman, provided he doesn't swap straight out to Staraptor. Goes for the Wish, that's annoying. That's really annoying. We're going to Leech Seed, because Staraptor's coming in. Yep, okay, so we're going to get a little bit, we're going to at least try and stop you. You're way too strong, Staraptor, you need to stop. You actually need to stop. Like, there's nothing we can do against you. We don't have a check to this. I would love to know if it's Scarfed or not, but we don't have a way of doing that, so yeah. We need the Staraptor gone. We have to go into Wishiwashi because it's kind of stuck in a horrible situation anyway. We're going to get the Citrus Berry. Brave Bird's going to hit us. It's going to kill us so easily. It's going to kill us so damn easily. We're going to go into the Entei right now. Which I don't want to do, but we'll see. We'll see if he's adamant. If we outspeed him right now, he is adamant Choice Band. He swaps straight out into the Turtonator. He is not having any of that. He is not here to have any of that. We have Tectonic Rage. Realistically, this is the only thing that it really hits, so we'll go for it on this thing. We'll do some good damage at least. We do some really good damage. We do over half of his health. Dragon Pulse hits for some good damage. We can go for a Stone Edge. Stone Edge might kill if we crit. I think if we crit the Stone Edge, we kill. So we'll go for it. Swaps right out into Mew, actually, to take the Stone Edge. Okay. We can go for a Sacred Fire on this thing. We outspeed the Mew, we get the crit. We get the crit burn. Synchronize isn't going to affect us because we're a Fire type, and he is going to Roost, so that sucks. That right there, that sucks. You see that? That sucks, because Sacred Fire crit did 50%. Crit. Important word there is the crit did 50%. So, overall, we're really not going to chunk him down too much. We're going to keep spamming Sacred Fire, though, because we really don't have any other checks, which kind of sucks, but we don't. We know this thing has Taunt. We could maybe go out into... We're going to go out into our Haxorus. I'm going to start the timer to make it look like I'm pressuring him to just click Roost again. Do it. Roost. Roost again, please. He actually swaps into the Turtonator. Ooh, this is a decision-making moment. Question is he staying in and letting this thing go? I'm Earthquaking, I have to assume he's... Yeah, okay, he is staying in and letting that thing go. That's fine, that's fine. Staraptor can come back in here, one hit us. We're in such a horrible situation against this Staraptor. Staraptor cannot be in UU. I am not okay with this. Look at this thing. It's way too strong. It's way too strong. We're going to go for a Dragon Dance. We're going to believe one hits us. It's so ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous that this thing is UU right now. We're going to go into Heracross. We're going to really hope that he's Choice Banded right now. We are forced into hoping that. We're going to go for a Rock Slide. We do pitiful damage to that Mew. We do pitiful damage. The fact that he swapped out means that he is Choice Banded, which we knew, but we can go into Shaman. We can go into Shaman. We can do stuff. We can't do a lot, but we can do stuff, I guess. He does have a lot of special attackers left, and then there's that Staraptor. If we get rid of that Staraptor, we are fine. We're going to go for a Seed Flare. Sylveon's going to come in as always, because this thing is the most stupid Pokemon here. Just a Wish-passing Sylveon, and there's nothing I can do about it. We're going to go for a Seed Flare. He's going to set up that Wish. We're going to Seed Flare again, because we actually need to hope that we crit this Staraptor right now. Please kill. Somehow, we're going to miss. We're going to miss. We are actually just going to miss. Okay, we're going to go for the Leech Seed. We're dead. Our entire team's dead. I'm done with this match. Staraptor's too strong is what we've learned. Staraptor is way too strong. We're going to go for, like... What's the most ridiculous? Knockoff. That hits everything. We go for Knockoff. We hit the Mew for super effective. That's something. We get that Moxie stacking. That's something. We kind of have to. We kind of have to rely on the Moxie right here. Alakazam comes in. We're going to go for the knockoff. I don't care if you're Focus Sash. I'm just in it to do damage right now. Psychic is going to hit us. That's fine. That's fine. We have a very weak Entei left. It's fine. We'll go for the extreme speed, take out the Alakazam. Finish it with the Staraptor like you want to. Yeah, there you go. Okay, right. We're gonna extreme speed. Doesn't kill, obviously, and Staraptor is gonna goes for the quick attack. Staraptor was running quick attack. That was a good match. Staraptor completely destroyed us. So overall, don't fight Staraptor with this team. Don't do it. Don't let your Necrozma get annihilated that early to a Staraptor, because you're gonna need it. So that out of the way, those battles were kind of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle session. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!